we are practicing of the Phurbas of awareness, when that really become good, here said, what is a sign? How you know that your practice is really good at the Phurbas of awareness? Here said, a sign of the Phurbas of the awareness, realization of Phurbas of awareness, or sign of the fulfillment of the Phurbas of awareness is removing or releasing all the dualities. That means we are not caught by the dualities. Present duality thoughts are almost catching us. They are like traps every time. Particularly, there is two emotions, two graspings. I will kind of roughly summarize. Good grasping and bad graspings. Or healthy grasping and unhealthy graspings. And healthy grasping is what? Loving kindness, compassion, joy and appreciation. Those are known as good grasping. What are those also named in the Buddha teaching? Relative truths. Relative truth they are. What is unhealthy grasping is anger, attachment, grasping, clingings, and a combination of their movements. Why is it named unhealthy? Whenever we have that, is arising that energy in our mental status and a channel as the wind. That individually, ourselves, in a shaky and a troubled status. And then when you project that externally, it brings again similar shaky and uncomfortable and bad vibration, and then it again could bring bigger as suffering. Sufferings. Therefore is called unhealthiness. Unhealthiness. And this is what we have to release. We have to liberate it. If we are not caught by the negative emotions, as we said in the Dzogchen teaching, in the Dzogchen, yesterday, we went yesterday, liberating. When you liberated that, where? To the Dharma Dhatu or within the space of the awareness. Where it come from? It's a space of awareness or Rupa. That awareness of Rupa, it came from Rupa. It is lingering in the Rupa status or awareness status. You transcended it to the Rupa status. It has no any obstacles, no effect at all. What the great master used example as entering the robber in the empty house. In empty house, robber entered. There's nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Came and gone. Or blowing the wind in the empty halls or rooms. Like that. If we are able to liberate it, it has no effect at all. Not effect only on the negative level, but it has great positive energies when you liberate it. You activate it, you strengthen it, your understanding, realization. At the same time, we have purified habit patterns. That much. We purify, we are cleansing, we are removing the obscurations. That's how the practitioner does. Do continue. Liberate. That is the one. But so here, said all the duality conceptions are liberated within the state of the true nature in the Dharma Dhatu or that awareness status. When you have that capabilities, our awareness Phurbas is working. Phurbas is working, you are really, or we are good practitioners. You're practicing. Now if we continue to practice that, we will bring more perfect and perfect. Practice makes perfect. Practice continually making perfect and good. If somehow, if we couldn't succeed that, realization of the awareness of Phurbas, what in the teaching said here? Here said, then delusion is continued. There's nothing that stops. It's continuous. Therefore, then strengthening reactivating, gain the confidence on the view of the purpose of awareness and be in that status. To bring those all realizations together, as he said yesterday, again Great Master, his on the Dongyal Rinpoche highlighted those 4 training of the mind, or 4 renunciation thoughts. Then devotions. Second is devotions. Devotion to the lineage, devotion to the teaching, to the lineage, and to teacher, to yourself. All teaching is precious. What is devotion? Devotion is the combination of joy, appreciation, and confidence. Feel great joy, appreciation. Without the devotions, actually in the teaching said, without the devotion, realization won't dawn. I said so many times to you, and you all know, it's not just something I'm talking new things. I'm just only reminding to us. For that reason, Buddha Shakyamuni said so many times, studying is good, contemplation is good, but when it comes to the practice, like to bring the realization of the meditation and practices, devotion is the instrumentals. Read life through all those great masters. For example, with the devotions, when you have the devotions, there is no particularly really something fancy needed. Simple movement, simple gesture, looks like so mundane, but it brings completely burst up the realization immediately, or it opens the window of the realization instantly, exactly as it is. This, for example, during the Buddha's time, all those great arhatas, one after another, they got the realization because of their devotions. Devotion, and of course, perfect teachers such as Buddha, and perfect disciple as those great arhatas, and the timing is perfect, their devotion is so strong, and therefore, it's burst up that instantly realization. For example, in the teaching said, Shariputra when he came, Shariputra generally one of the great thinkers, great learned masters before he met the Buddha. He was very famous. He has about more than 500 students. His teaching, knowledge, all the ancient cultures. He knows so many things. But still he kind of feel he's missing something. Really not completely satisfied. He liked to search, spiritual search, actually. But when he met the Buddha, far distance, in a way, I mean not far, but not too close, far distance, and Shariputra can't pronounce it loudly. When he saw our joy and happy, he pronounced that, said, you are my teacher. Teacher. And then Buddha extended his right arm. Yes, Shariputra, come to me. When Buddha said, hey, yes, Shariputra, come to me, that word completely broke the shell of the dualities. He became instantly arhatas in the teaching set. Instantly arhatas. And that moment, remove all the obscurations, dualities, become the arhatas. Then similarly, Mahakashapas, also similar. Mahakashapas. I mean, Mahakashapa was one of the great that time. Of course, he was very learned, but one of the richest person or son in the family or in India that time, according to teaching. So rich, the family. But and he liked to follow the Buddha's teaching. Buddha. So Buddha was known as the Pumim stupa, where the big stupas, in India somewhere, in I think central India somewhere, Pumim Buddha was sitting there with many disciples. Mahakashapa come again far away and close toward him. And when they can hear each other's, oh great teacher, you are my teacher, he said. Again. And Buddha said, yes, I am your teacher. That word, that's the exchanging word. Completely Mahakashapa become Arhata stage. Immediately got the realization, same as Shariputra. This is just examples of that. For examples, all those great arhatas, one after another, they are all achieved because of their devotions. And for that reason, Buddha Shakyamuni said in the teaching, O Shariputra, realization must come through the devotions. Devotions. Buddha is a great thinker. Buddha is a great intellectuals. He is the super duper analytic person, according to his story. Truly, that is not just a believing. But when you come to the realization, you have to have the devotions. That only settles in the heart. That's only merged to the heart. Otherwise, it's like bubble in the brains. It's just a moving clouds in the spaces. It's not really absorbed. Then read the life story of the great Master Naropa, for example. I said so many times, and Khenpo Rinpoche said so many times. But Master Naropa was Master Naropa is one of the great scholars in that time, or in all time, one of the greatest scholars, intellectuals. But again, that's not enough to get the realization. Knowing Buddha's teaching entirely is very special, beautiful, is really benefited. But really, realization, when I like to make to the teaching, you have to have devotions. And contact with his Master Naropa, so many years, with so many hardships. Always there is like 24 big hardships and 24 small hardships. He went through that, but during those times, his devotion and confidence and appreciation to his Master Naropa never lingering, never wavering, he continually stayed. Finally, what he received. Naropa banged to his face with his slippers, and he fell unconsciousness. When he woke up from that unconsciousness, he got everything. It looks like building sky, morning sun shines. His medicine. He become the great Master Naropas. So this is the one after another. Really, it's just all this. And then I will tell one stories again. Stories, this is again Patrul Rinpoche's. Great Master Patrul Rinpoche, we heard so many times. And he has, of course, so many students. One of the students is known as Nyokyo Lungto. Lungto is very famous. He was the root teacher of the Khenpo Tsewang. That recently published a beautiful life story of the magic of dance, I think, called Dance. He was one of the great masters, Nyokyo Lungto and Khenpo Tsewang. Khenpo Tsewang is in the teaching said, or many great masters said, he is the emanation of Vimalamatras. Vimalamatara promised, like when he came, he promised to King Sato Devti and his student, I will come every 100 years to correct and re-strengthen the Dzogchen teachings. And that is also Master Patrul Rinpoche said to Nyokyo Lungto, which is one of his foremost disciples, he said, and according to the calculation, he said, according to the calculation, is able to come the emanation of Vimalamatara, but I don't think so I will see the emanation of Vimalamatara. Maybe you will see the emanation of the Vimalamatras, great master Vimalamatras. So, as his kind of like that made statement or kind of presumption, what's called, it's kind of like not sure, but it's just he made that statement, then then Khenpo Tsewang was born, Mipham, great master Patrul Rinpoche is entered Mahaparinirvana. So Khenpo Tsewang was really renowned as the emanation of Vimalamatras. So, but anyway, I'm talking about the Patrul Rinpoche and his one of the foremost disciples, that Nyokyo Lungto. Nyokyo Lungto been as like a student for many years, so many years. In the teaching said, maybe over 20 years. And during that time, he also was very expert knowledge, all the teachings, all that. And one time, and then he has such a strong devotion, of course, to the Master Patrul Rinpoche all the time. He became emphatic as personal attendance to the Patrul Rinpoche. And then one time in the night time, many times, Patrul Rinpoche, of course, they all stay in hermitage in the remote areas, and in Patrul Rinpoche, many times in the teaching, he said he lay down on the nighttime, and lay down on the ground and looking to the sky, as known as like meditating on the skies, or the three sky practice, or three spacious practice. So his Patrul Rinpoche is doing that. And that time also Nyokyo Lungdo was there, came there, and that time what Patrul Rinpoche said, he said, come here with me, lay down here. You always mention it's very difficult to recognize the nature of the mind, lay down here, he said. And when they lay down, both are kind of laying down, looking to the sky, in the stars, or getting there. Then the Patrul Rinpoche said, can you hear the noise of a dog from Dzogchen Monastery? Can you see the sky and the stars? When Master Patrul Rinpoche said that simple, ordinary word, the great Nyokyo Lungdo waked up. He said, that moment, he really got the realization completely. Before there is so many teachings, all that, but it's very difficult to get the realization. But that moment, it completely waked up his realizations. Completely clear, brilliant sky dawned in his heart and mind. So realization is, if we have the devotion strong, realization comes. Of course, what Nyokyo Lungdo understanding knowledge, all that really built up. All that built up that energy, it come to build up. But final to push up that is simple, those words. This is also another story by the great master Mipham, for example. Mipham is one of the great masters in all Buddhist history and scholars too. Great scholars. But his root teacher was first great in Chenzi. Pema Wasam Dongyal is one of the very famous masters in all time. Many times in the teaching, in the history, all those great masters, you see, Pema Wasam Dongyal, the first in Chenzi, Post Kumra, they embodied entirely Buddha's teaching and all the masters. Really, you see, it's just so powerful, so amazing. So when you read life story, when you hear the stories, they're not too far away about it. It's 100 years ago, little over 100 years ago, whatever. When you hear the story, it's just, wow, how that is. But yet, how they are humble, how they are simple, how they have the devotion, and respect to each other in all the beings. That is just amazing. But however, again, it's first Chenzi. So student, and one time, and I'm sure many times Muhammad met him, but one time they're discussing about the practices. One time, Master Chenzi, great Chenzi, asked to Muhammad, how is your practice coming, or meditations coming? And he said, Muhammad answered, yes, I really trying to do the very best. When I was reciting the mantra, meditating, every time I make kind of very disciplined and very kind of like to kind of make strong, so I'm making really big joy for effort and practicing that. And then when his Muhammad said that, and great master Chenzi Rinpoche said, oh, that's good. But in Longchenpa's teaching, relax and be as it is. It said that in the teaching, and I did that. By doing that, I completely realized it exactly where the nature as it is. So he kind of casually said that. That become the big waking code to Muhammad in the teaching said that. Then he did exactly the same way. Practices, then actualized. Again, because of the power of the devotion, and all his practice and meditation are built up that realization, and point is open the shell. It opened the sky windows. Completely that. So those are really that. So therefore, devotion is very important, really for training the mind and bodhicitta and the affection and the loving kindness to the Sangha member, brother and sister of the Sangha members, those are the four treasure and wealth of the practitioners, as he said.